Yo, hello everyone and welcome back again to a brand new video. Are you looking to buy a domain on HostGator? In this guide, we will show you how to search for, purchase and manage a domain using HostGator's platform. So guys, let's get started. Before we start with this video, make sure to watch it from now till the end so you can have the full experience. So guys, first thing first, you have to go ahead and open HostGator.com. As you can see here, you will find in the top menu kind of 4 options. In our case, we would go with domains. After you go and click on domains, click on register domains, and this page will be open for you. Now, what you should do is to simply write a domain name that you want to search for and check if it is available for sale, and then you can check the prices in the other pages. So let's search for a domain name. In our case, I'm gonna just name it Team Esport Cup and click on search button. After I did that, I'm simply gonna wait for the page to load, and as you can see right in here, there is several prices and plans that I can go for. Starting with teamscup.com, which is the most popular one, it will start from $13. There's of course other sites and other extensions depending on your budget. So here there will be budget of $1. For example, with teamscup.site you will find it with 0.99 cents, and there is other plans that can go for $2, others for 20, and some for 21, and there is of course some that can go to 30, and that you can find even more than that. Now guys, there is also here some fees or some kind of add-ons that will be applied to your cart in case you didn't want them, so make sure to delete them, because here as you can see I have a total of 28 while only domain is costing me $13. So I have to remove this so I can keep it at this price. Of course it went from $13 to 13.17 because of the fee. Now what I have to do is to simply proceed, and as you can see here they ask us if we want to get a hosting with it. I'm just gonna go on, and basically now I'm simply gonna proceed again, since I don't want to have a Google Workspace starter. But of course these add-ons are completely up to you if you want to add them or not. So here, in case you already had an account, you simply have to log in. If not, you have to create an account. So for example here I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna put here password. So let me just write a password really quick, and there we go. I think that's enough. I don't know what is a special character, but I think I did add one. So here you have to put your first name, last name, street address, country, postal code, city, state, and the phone number. This one has to be a real one because they might send you a verification code, so be aware of that. Then you will have here in the bottom the payment information. So choose correctly the payment method that you want to use so you can proceed in the purchase. You will have 2 options mainly, which are credit card and PayPal, but usually it will change and vary depending on your country. So as you can see here, I can choose PayPal and put my VAT registration number, or put my credit card informations such as name on card, credit card, expiration date, and CVV, and after that click here and click on purchase now. After you purchase, you will receive an email in your inbox, so make sure to open it and validate your website. So they will send you a link, you simply have to click on it, and that link will be a validation and the basically activation for the domain to be active. And just like that, you have bought your first domain on HostGator. We have here an article that explains it even more in depth. So it is basically made by HostGator team, so it is much more credential and confidential. So let's read it. Registering a domain name with HostGator. Launching a website requires a few things. One of them is having your own domain name. So that's why we are going to follow these steps. So how to register a domain name? Step 1, choosing a domain. Choosing your domain name is the most exciting and challenging step in this how-to article. With hundreds of available domains in the markets, choosing the perfect one is the trickiest. Remember, select a domain that connects it to its purpose. This means you have to choose a domain name that represents your brand. People will know and understand what kind of stuff they are expecting when they are going to your website, and basically it is easy to be remembered, and it's basically something that is unique. And for example, when we are saying Amazon or Apple, they are simple words that can be easily remembered, unique, and basically they have a meaning and they are representing something. So make sure to have something like that. For some tips on how to choose your domain name, here are support articles you might find are helpful, in case of course you would like to have more information. Now step 2, registering a domain. Depending on your domain, there are various methods of registration. So the first way, which is to register a domain via the customer portal. So here you have to log into your customer portal. There are 2 ways to search for new domain within the customer portal. Option 1, Home tab. Once logged in, you will be redirected to Home tab by default. On the right pane, you will see the domain search. Enter your new domain and click search. B, the portal will check the domain availability and then proceed to the next step. Option 2, Domains tab. You can also purchase a domain via the Domains tab in the left side menu. Under the Domains tab, click Buy button, Buy Domains Names, and alternatively, you can click the Add Domain, buy more domain names, and then you will be able to buy this domain. In summary review, this is how it looks to add domain, buy more domains. And this is basically it. This is for the first step. Now, how about you wanna buy it to the normal way? This is the normal way that I have showed you, which is basically the easiest way to do it and the most common one. So it's pretty easy, and always make sure that you don't have any extra fees in here. They will have protection always added automatically. So in case you don't want it, which is simply to save money, in case you had a big budget that you want to always go for it, since more privacy and protection means more security for your users and more security for your own database. This is very, very important to note. And this is pretty much it, guys, for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe to our channel. If you have any more questions or faced any problems during this process, make sure to leave it down below in the comment section, and see you guys in the next tutorial.